Hey YouTube, this is your favorite pharmacist giving this another try. I am here with my day one best friend, Kay. How are you doing today?
I'm lovely, darling. How are you?
Hello. Yay.
No, we didn't. Oh my god.
That was
Didn't see that
blazing.
coming.
Anyway, so this is my first show on this channel, and I am here to add value to your life with giving information on the topics of health, pharmacy, life in general, um, intertwined with some trending topics. So I've been a pharmacist for over 20 years, so I have a lot of experience. I hope I have some knowledge that y'all will be interested in and I can share with you. So our first topic, our first show is about what?
Oh, you asking me, am I supposed to fill in
Yeah,
the
you
gap?
here.
Male weaves.
Male weave, honey.
I'm sorry, you gotta tell me my job, girl. I don't know. I guess I had one job, and I
Yeah,
fucked that
one
one up.
job. I didn't ask you to work with me.
My bad, my bad.
So she's been so patient. I've been fiddling around. I don't know what was going on with my technology, but so I appreciate you so much for being patient. So we're talking about male weave. And I wanted to discuss, and also with male weave, I'm going to discuss some ways on how y'all men can keep on to the little bit of hair. I'm still to the hair that you do have.
So let me make sure I got this right. So
Mhm.
we're gonna throw a little shade, and then you're gonna give them some helpful information. Is that
I
right?
mean, yes,
Yeah,
in
pretty
short.
much. That's
I
what
mean,
we're
it's
gonna do.
not. I mean, but the thing is, Kay, like with men, they, especially black men, they love talking about our weave. They love talking
Hmm.
about our weave all the time. And then to come to find out, I ran across a little something, something how they're going to the barber shops getting their own set of weave. Did you know about that?
I've seen some videos over the last couple of years of dudes getting a full fledged weed, and this is the thing. This is the thing I didn't get. Okay,
Homegirl
because
said a full fledged weave.
I don't
Okay.
knock it. I honestly don't knock it, but I was
Mhm.
wondering for like I saw this one with this dude. He walked in there with the whole George Jefferson look
George
and
Jefferson. Oh, you
came
talking about that
out.
you? No,
Yes,
he had
he
the
had
George.
the full U going on,
Yeah.
and he walked out of there with dreadlocks, and I'm like, how you go back to work in front of people that know you? Now, if you moving or you just moved to a new city, knock yourself out, dog.
Right.
But you can't have no social media. But how do you explain that? I mean, if you cool with everybody knowing you, because women, we know everybody know we got a weed. Because yesterday my hair was orange and
Hmm.
up on my head, and the next day it's down my back. Okay, but that's a woman thing. But for
Right.
a dude, that's not the norm for you to have, a quarter inch of hair on part of your head one day and then walk back in with a full head of hair with locks coming down your back. I mean, he looked good. I mean,
Right. He said, "You
because
look good."
I'll be honest, that first look he had going on, he wasn't gonna get no play. I mean, you can't
Right.
get
George Jefferson's
you
never
can't even
sexy
sniff
unless you're
this.
George Jefferson
But
yourself with the money.
right, but when he came back, he was looking like somebody I could date.
Mm-hmm.
He was looking nice.
So why do
So
men talk so much smack about us, women wearing weave, but then
well,
they not, but they secretly want to get their little weave on? Why they
well,
do
I
that?
would say first and foremost, that it's still not commonplace for
Hmm.
men to go get weed. So
But
men
they're
are still
sneaking
gonna
and
talk
doing it.
trash.
That's why I'm
Oh, they
exposing them
sneaking and doing it.
today.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah, they definitely sneaking and doing it. But it's still not the norm. Plus, it's pricey, so it's still not the norm. Not everybody can afford to drop five, seven, $800 on a hairstyle.
You're
You
right.
know,
It is 800, like 250 to 800 a pop. I
Yeah,
wonder how
but
long
that's
it
just like
lasts
what shoot
though.
sisters playing that with weave too. Weave will run you what a
I don't know. I
couple of
don't wear
hundred
weave, so I
dollars
don't
easy.
know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know either.
Yeah, we don't wear weave.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna run with that story today. So, but yeah, women pay a lot of money to get their hair done, but if you buy a good quality weave, you can wear
Yeah.
it again and again. You can take it out and put it back in.
Right.
But either way, you're still spending a grip. But for dudes to drop that kind of money on their hair is just unreal to me. But
Yeah.
men have over the years have been slowly getting more and more into their hair, and they're doing more
Mm,
than just going to get a shape up or a haircut these days. They're into color, they're into
right.
chemicals.
Yeah, you're
Clearly
right.
they're into weaves. Um,
Yeah, you're right. Like all of the rappers and stuff, like when they
mhm,
have like their dreads, they're putting like the hair dye with it and all that stuff. They even, I mean, well, I think some of even with the rappers, their hair is like is weaved, like their dreads are
mhm,
weaved in to make it more full and more
right.
lush looking. And I think they kind of intertwine some color into it and stuff like that. But you know what? Well, how long it lasts though? I wonder if you get an $800 man weave. And
I
guys,
think
I
it's
mean,
the same because it's glued. It's all glue. It's not sewn in. A sewing to last longer.
uh huh.
But that glue, if you sweat a lot, I'm assuming that's gonna start lifting kind of soon. So you're gonna have to stop your
Mm,
workout, and you can't be putting in no long hour sessions in the bedroom either, because you're gonna
right.
sweat your weave out.
Honey, I wish I would bang some dude and his weave start gliding out of my hand like, ooh, I
It
would
start sliding off to
clown.
the side.
It would
I
be
mean, talk
some.
about a coochie dryer. Oh, good.
I'd be like, yo, here's your weave,
Look,
like peel it off of my hand and
the
get
average
out.
the
Or
average
I'm getting out.
man,
Like someone got to
if
go
he
now.
if the average man, if he's hitting a chick from the back and he yank her wig off, he gonna keep right on going. But if a man weave come off, it's a
Girl,
wrap.
I know no one's like probably seeing this right now, but all of y'all Manosphere, Black Manosphere men who like y'all man weaves, let me put in a comment how long does your weave last, and tell me any horror stories in the comments or in my email of horror stories of how or ladies do. Oh, y'all, if y'all ever had a man weave come out in your hands, ooh, I will cash
I
app
don't
you.
even
I
know
will cash
anybody that.
app you $25 if someone, I want it in the comments too. I want to comment about a man weave experience where it came off during sex or something, or if the wind peeled it back because it was, please, I have to have that, y'all. Please help a sister out. Look out
It's,
after our girls.
it's basically a modern day toupee.
Exactly. And I'm gonna show you a picture of that. But let me I'm gonna play a clip right now and we're gonna see how this goes. I found this on TikTok. So this was the inspiration to this.
Listen, it's your boy Hair by Herman, and I am back with another man weave or male custom unit. This client drove 4.5 hours for this service, so let's get into it. First order of business, we about to get these collard greens off the back of his neck, period. And this taco meat off his chin. You gotta clean the fella up. So I like to go in, open the guards all the way up, and go for what I know. A clean fade will take you a long ways. That's something you can remember and put in your back pocket. So, a house without a clear foundation will not stand. I don't care what it is, hair, weave, whatever. Listen, clean your foundation off really, really smooth and clean. So now it's real clean and squeaky clean and stuff. Now I'm about to wash it. I like to wash my clients really, really good. Draw that line on that mug. Lay that foundation. And boom, better pow, bow, bam. It is what it is, huh? Get into it. Follow for more Hair by Herman.
Okay.
So that was
Um,
rough.
Man, well, I can say he got his money's worth. But here's the thing: so
Mm-hmm.
we're using glue, right? So
Mm-hmm.
once you shave all that off, you glue that. You get your got to be glue or whatever, and you tack
Mm.
that hair down. It's got to be something stronger than got to be
Oh, that's
glue.
what I would say.
I
That
mean,
ain't no got to be glue
that
now.
got to be
I
gorilla
use
glue.
got to be
I
glue.
don't know.
That don't work, honey. That don't work
So
on this tough head.
that ain't gonna work like that. So you got the glue on the head, and then the hair starts growing back. So when the hair starts
True.
growing back, that piece
It's gonna
has got to
shift.
be moving and lifting, and now you peeling like pie crust. I'm trying to figure out how does that work. Do you keep glue on hand so you can tack it back down, or what? How does that work?
I don't know. All of y'all men, manosphere men, let us know, how does that work? Like, so what do we
I
want
don't
to know,
know, cause
know
like I
again?
put on my press-ons, and
Mm-hmm.
if one pop off, I got my glue ready. I could go on and pop it back on right quick, and no harm, no foul, right?
Oh my God, do they wear press-ons too? Do y'all dudes wear press-ons? Girls, do they wear press-ons?
Oh God, I hope not. But I just say it. So I keep my glue handy just in
Yeah.
case. But I don't wear a weave, so I've never had to glue hair on or a
Yeah.
wig. I wear wigs, but my wigs I don't have. I never glue them on. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out how does that work.
Right. I
Once
mean,
you
I've seen women who have alopecia, and alopecia is like a pattern of baldness. I've seen
mhm.
where they get like a regular weave, you know. So I guess it's the same process where, yeah. And this woman was
They're
clean.
not
Her hair
gluing
was
on a unit. They're getting a
no, it's right on the scalp. Yeah, it looks really
and it's
itchy.
not even a what do you call it? Like what do you call those
A
things?
toupee?
No, like a stocking cap they put on. It's not that. How does
Mm-mm.
that work?
I don't know. They put it right on the
I mean, you
scalp.
could do a glue weave. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying. They
could
put
glue a weave on. Okay, yeah, okay. I was so confused because I was thinking,
uh-huh.
how are they getting braids?
Oh no, not braids. They doing the glue
I
on
had
like
a
that
blonde
dude.
moment, girl. I was
Uh-huh.
feeling this hair too much a little bit. So, okay.
Yeah, like
But
that dude. That's you know. So let me see. Yeah, so that's him looking all. Can you see him?
mhm.
Yeah, that's look him looking all. Yeah, like he right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
He
see
happy
it.
to get his unit because he going back
Honey,
4.5 hours
I
away.
know. And look now, look at that. Look at them fingers. Look at hey, like I mean, that dude is Hermit is doing an expert job.
He really is.
He is doing a
Oh,
bomb.
oh boy, eyebrows look kind of good too.
I know.
But yeah, but
I wonder if
he's
he goes to
yeah.
the Asian hair stores and get like the fake eye colors. You know, you can get like the
Right.
contacts with it. I wonder if he does that too, that dude, because he's really
I
into
bought
high
some once.
maintenance. How was it?
I mean, I never, I couldn't get them in right, and I gave up after a while. Plus, they looked, I did get them in, but they didn't look right, and they didn't feel
Uh-uh.
right, should I say? They didn't
Right.
feel right, and I looked like a vampire. So I took them out and threw them away.
Yeah. How long did it take you to put them in?
Because it was my first time putting in contacts, probably about 15 minutes.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna try,
see,
but my eyes are too sensitive. So what did you think about Tory Lanez? Like, are you familiar with Tory Lanez?
I mean, not really, but
Like,
I did see this picture online before.
yeah,
And I showed the picture to my husband. Well, first I was asking him how he felt about the whole man weave thing, and he was
yeah,
like, "Nah, man, I wouldn't do it." But you remember Shaved Monkey Nuts from college?
yes, yes. He
Okay,
did
and
this bad.
his excessive receding hairline. I was like, if your hair was like that when you're
Hmm.
in your 20s, I mean, and which is
Yes,
very similar to this dude, except for Monkey Nuts, his hair went back further. But if your hairline is like that and you're in your 20s, you know, you looking like you're in your 40s simply because your hair is messed up,
yeah.
would
It
you
makes me.
consider it? And he said, actually, he would. He would, you know, he'd definitely go for dude on the right versus dude on the left look
Uh-huh. Yeah,
overall.
because
So,
that
I
looks
mean,
terrible. That I mean, it just looks. It makes me think low testosterone. It makes me think
mhm.
about bad sex. It
It
just
makes me
makes.
think crackhead.
I mean, oh, that's true too.
Yeah, there's
I'm
just
so.
nothing good about that first look. I mean, you need to keep a baseball cap on at all times, like shower in that mug. Uh, so, but the thing is,
Mhm.
what a lot of people don't realize is how much our self-esteem is attached to our hair.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, because they say what 25% of men in their 20s before the age of 21, 25% before the age of 21 can go bald. They go bald.
And
20,
look,
that's a
Shaved Monkey
quarter.
Nuts was a perfect example of that. What was he, 21, 22 when we met him?
Yes. I mean, but
And
that's a pretty high percentage of,
I know.
men who are losing their hair. So that means there's a lot of dudes out there that's getting a bald head.
Oh, absolutely. Or
And
at
they must
least
be getting weed because
experiencing
we don't see it.
something.
You said,
Experiencing some type of hair loss per se,
right.
you know, not necessarily balding, but that hairline is going back already at
Hmm.
20, you know, in their 20s and 28, 29, your hairline is already receding. What you going to look like at 50?
Yeah. Yeah. 50, let me see what the statistics say. Like at age 50, 85% of the men have significantly thinner hair. 85%. I mean, so male male
Their
pattern
pattern
baldness.
baldness.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it comes with life. I mean, with women, we have our thing, but we're not talking about us. We're talking about men tonight, honey, because y'all like talking about our weave. So, and y'all love weave too. So,
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's all about y'all, men.
And
Yeah,
you know what?
so,
But they're not just doing weaves; they're doing the spray in hair.
mm.
Trying to
Oh yeah,
make
because
it
it be
look like
going
they're
down their
bald
face,
spots and stuff like that.
sweating down the
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're look, they're trying different hair products, trying to get their hair to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
what was it? Hair Club for Men, Rogaine. They doing
yeah.
plugs.
We're
But
gonna go through
then
all that. Yeah, hair
I
plugs. Yeah.
heard allegedly
Okay.
that LeBron had
Oh yeah.
plugs at
I,
one
I
point.
heard. I mean, that thing is, and that's what. Actually, this is what Tory Lanes have. It's called the FUE transplant process. Where
Uh
you have to do the plugs and you got to do it right, or it starts looking patchy. And I think what happens is, and this is not my expertise, I'm not a dermatologist. I can give you a nice little glaze over. But
huh.
basically, they take it's like a hair transplant where they take hair from the back and they track it to the front. And so, and it's very, very, very expensive, like super, super. If the $800 is for a man weave at the barbershop, you can only imagine with the
Transplant is
plugins.
costing
Yeah,
thousands.
I mean, it's like ridiculous. So okay, why do women get weave? So I mean, because okay, let me ask you this: why do
Hmm.
men have such a problem with us getting weave, but then they are sneaking and doing it? What's their problem, in your opinion, on black men having problem with our weaves? Because I used to, feel a certain kind of way. And then, someone like Beyonce, definitely not putting myself in the same class, of course. But she rocks her weaves, and Jay-Z,
Right.
a very powerful, prominent man, he loves it. I was like, screw these men. These men ain't not making no Jay-Z money.
Right.
They ain't handling no Jay-Z business, and he loves his
At
woman
all.
weave at all.
Okay. Dirty
So
draws and all.
okay, so I don't want to hear about. So why do black men why do they always go to our weave? Why
I
they
don't.
attack that?
I wonder about that a lot. They go in our weave and our makeups, and okay. One of the reasons I believe they go so hard about it
Mm-hmm.
is because there are so many transgender people
Okay.
that they can't tell,
Okay.
and it scares them.
Hmm.
So, so
That's
they
a
want that
different thought.
L natural look, so because they think that'll help them decipher who's who or whatever, because they're so deathly afraid that hold on, I can't see you anymore. Okay, so they're so deathly afraid that
Mm-hmm.
they might slip up, you know, kind of thing. So that's a fear that they
Mm-hmm.
harbor in reference to the El Natural. So that's one of the reasons why they say they don't like no makeup. Because I've seen
Mm-hmm.
some of these women, transgender,
Awesome.
whatever, even just natural born women
Mm-hmm.
that have they do these makeup magician tricks,
Amazing.
and they come out looking like a completely different person.
That's
Did you hear
true.
about years ago there was this Asian man that divorced his wife after he saw her without makeup for the first
Oh
time?
yeah, I heard a couple of those type stories. But my thing,
Right, because
I
he
mean,
said now he knew why the kids were ugly, because she looked like a completely different person with no makeup on.
but my thing is, why? Well, how men are just goofy. Like, how do you have a whole woman get married to a whole woman and you have no clue how she looks
Because
before
men
they
are
get married?
visual. Men are so
Yeah, they
visual.
are.
They want to see what you put in front of them the first time, and some women are willing to keep that game up 24/7. First of all,
Honey,
I'm not about to be packing on all this makeup. That ain't even about to
no, because
happen.
I look like a
But
Hellcat right now, and I'm like,
uh,
whatever.
right, you just okay. I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna do a little lip gloss and a little eyeliner, and we
Hmm.
done. Okay, but I don't knock a woman that feels like her when she puts on her layers that
Or
her self
later.
confidence has boosted. I just can't do it. It's just, oh, you got to do this here and this here, and then you got to do this. I don't have the patience.
Right.
Whatever I'm going to do needs to be done while I'm driving.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's how I do my makeup. That's why I probably couldn't do it in my place now because I'm not driving and bumping around. But I
Okay.
mean, my thing is, I don't think. Do you think men think that hard? I mean, because you gave a
Some do.
very excellent
Some do.
point about the transgender. I don't even
Yes,
think
I've
men
had
think
that
that hard.
conversation with
Really?
men. I've had that conversation with men. So yes, that's one of their concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Um, beyond that, they all say they want to see us all natural. They really don't.
Right.
They want a woman to look like she cares about herself.
That is
At the
true.
end of the
Right.
day, they can say they want El Natural all day. Now I will say this about my son, my
Okay.
youngest. He tends to only date women that don't wear makeup.
Okay.
If they slap
Maybe
a little
because it's something
gloss
like his
on,
mom. He wants someone closer to his mom.
well, they don't never look nothing like me, but
I mean,
okay then.
well, not everything's gonna be, but yeah.
Right, right.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they definitely keep it simple with the makeup. Um and my oldest seems to think the same way. So wanting that El Natural look, so can't tell what you're getting
Mm-hmm.
because they got all this contouring going on now.
Right. Oh
And
yeah, that contouring is
but I want to
crazy.
go back to the self confidence in the hair because I can tell you what I went through when I cut my locks off the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't realize how much of my self confidence was attached to my hair till I
Right,
cut
it
my hair
is.
off. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even feel cute anymore.
Right.
I was used to waking up cute. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Right.
have to do my hair when I woke up or any time. As a matter of fact, that was my hair was just always done. You know,
Right.
and I've I went through a little bit of a depression, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
or definitely a kick in the butt as far as my self confidence was concerned, and as for someone like myself, because I've always had a lot of self confidence,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what size I was, no matter what I was going through, no matter what. But when I cut my locks, yeah, I had to
You
rebuild
cut
it.
the confidence off too
Yeah,
with it.
I had to rebuild how I felt about myself, and so I can see why women we spend a lot of time and money figuring out what we're going to do with our hair, whether it be a wig, a weave, braids, whatever. We need our hair to be straight, and I
Yeah.
think men are now finding themselves more concerned about their hair, and it's easy to say, like when looking at this picture of Tori,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at him, he's like, why not just shave that off? But
Yeah,
you just go
I
bald.
know.
But then if you look at his head, he got a funny shaped head. I wouldn't shave it off either. I would try to find something else. He got a funny shaped head. Not everybody can go bald. I couldn't go bald. I promise you, I cannot go bald. I got a funny shaped head up under here. I got a big head. I tell people that I have a big head. You can't
Uh-huh.
tell. I don't look like I have a big head,
Right,
but
you
I
don't.
promise you, I have a big head.
You think so?
Okay.
You think Tory Lanez have I don't. I mean, I can see him being bald.
Nope. He got a peak at the top and he got weird shape on the sides. Nope.
Huh?
I mean,
That's,
don't get me wrong. Bald would look better than this.
mm-hmm. Well, you talking about that
The
right
picture on the
there?
left. The picture on the left. Yeah.
Right.
But bald is not a good look for him. He need to stick with his weaves and his hair transplants or whatever he's doing. That's a good look for him.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
always say, do what makes you feel good. So if it makes somebody feel good, I don't really knock it at all. Um, I would only, and I can't even say I would be overly concerned as far as having kids with you because, at the end of the day, we can always buy some hair. So even if you end up with a receding hairline, now let me give you more on that. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
like my oldest, he used to be self-conscious about the fact that his hairline came down so low.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, trust me, that's a
Honey,
good thing.
for real,
I
for
said,
real.
because when you get older, it's going to start moving back,
Right. And
and
you be
no
right on
one's
target.
going to think right. Because I look at my husband, and his hairline is right where it should be,
Uh-huh.
but he inherited that hairline that comes down close to your eyebrow kind of thing. So
Right.
now
You
his
say down
hairline
to
is
the
exactly where
eyebrows.
his hairline is exactly where it should be now. But if he had started from the normal place, he would have a receding hairline at this time.
Right.
Thankfully, he has a perfectly shaped head and he can go bald. I love when he go bald. So, but
Yeah.
he could go bald, but not everybody can do that.
Yeah, and a lot of times as women, we wear our weaves as protective hairstyles.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
Yeah, because a lot of times all that wear and tear from heat, always have to keep it, because we have very special hair, and it's a
Oh, yes.
very it's a balance for it to grow and everything like that. And so we are, and as African American women, we just love to just do all kind of artistic and beautiful things. And
Oh,
for the
yes.
moment, we want to give our hair a break. So that's why we do it. With these men, maybe they want to give their head a break from they bald head from the sun. I don't know.
Girl, bye. No, it's vanity. It's vanity, plain
I
and
mean,
simple.
messy. Also it's like, unfortunately, women who have cancer, nutritional deficiency. So that's why we do it. But for men, like you're saying, it's like straight vanity. And for all the guys who's checking this out, or men who want a man weave on a budget, Alibaba have this. Now this is a toupee. Like, so what is this? So is this something they will glue down? I mean, it look like,
with you.
because look at that. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, at the top and everything, it looks pretty darn good.
You still got to get somebody to install it. You can't do that yourself.
Yeah. So is.
You still got to get it installed.
Girl, that is stressing me out. It's like, what? I mean, so it's 150 for the hair, look like here. I'm not sure if that's a good man weave, or like with us women, we have a good bundle, a bad bundle. So I'm not sure if this is good or bad. So y'all guys and ladies, leave in the comments whenever y'all watch this on a replay. Let us know what this is about. Is this a good man weave? And it's on Alibaba. Yeah.
Girl, that is not a good hair weave. Why you playing with people? You're not gonna buy no good unit for no $150. And then you still got to get it installed. So you have solved no problem. Zero.
Okay. That Herman dude on TikTok, though, he was killing it. So a man weave, or technically is called, so a man weave, or it's technically called cranial prosthesis. Cranial prosthesis. And it's a non-surgical procedure by barbers to help balding men. And they're, and this is turning into a really big industry for the Black hair care industry. And so as a little messy side note, it's messy, but it's not messy. Y'all, listen, this is something definitely for us as African Americans. Don't let any other, come and take this too. Okay. So let's, this is our thing. Okay. I mean,
hold on now. They could say we taking it from them because they had the toupees first.
Who?
I'm just saying.
But
they was doing toupees a long time ago. We was rocking the George Jeffersons and keeping it crispy.
Yeah, they can pay up to $800 for this, and I'm pretty sure it's as this, like a regular dude. Like if you try to go to like one of these famous or semi good people who aren't all the way famous, I'm pretty sure it can definitely. But I really want to know how long does that $8,500 last? I mean $800 last.
Yeah, that's the question right there. How long does that last? Because I'm thinking, the hair grows. The average man needs at least one haircut per month. So I can't see that lasting more than 4 weeks.
A month.
Right. 2 weeks is what most professional men do. But so I'm trying to figure out how you get past 4 weeks, and I can't pay $800 every 4 weeks.
Right.
So maybe it's less. I don't know. Maybe it's like how when you if you go get your weave tightened, it's less than actually getting it installed. I was just like, maybe they glue it back down or something.
They probably
take it off.
They probably sneak a little bit of glue under there. You know what I'm saying? They probably get like one of those long, like those toothpick fishtail combs, and they probably put a little like eyelash glue and it like
tack it back down.
Yeah, and then get a blow dryer.
No, I think they gotta get that hair out.
Huh?
They got to get that hair out. They got to get that new hair, that new growth.
The new
growth. Cut that down.
Oh, now they got to worry about the new growth, guys.
Right.
New growth.
Like, what do they use to get that hair off?
It's slick, so they just probably get like like an ice chipper and chip it off or something. Who knows?
You know what? You
They're
just
men.
dumb.
They're some men. So, get a little ice chipper. And
No, you didn't. Man up. Take that.
yeah, take out. Yeah, you want this weed, right? You want this weed, right?
You want the weed, right? Yeah, I bet you want that weed, though. So, yeah, no, we're not going to do that to him. We're not going to do that to him.
Right. So what are the causes for men to get these weaves? So the main cause is hereditary. And if I'm not mistaken, I should have looked more into this. I believe it is something that is inherited from the mother side. So it's not something that's a trait that passes down from the men to,
Really?
dad's father. I believe it's from the mother. Yeah. So
that's interesting.
for 95% of men who get the man weaves are needed or just bald in general. 95% of the men is hereditary, and it's called androgenetic alopecia. So androgenetic alopecia. So alopecia always means baldness.
Right.
Are commonly known as male pattern baldness. So 95% of y'all dudes have that. Who are bald. Let me see. So usually what they're saying, it kind of starts at the top of the head and around the temples, and eventually it's like a horseshoe. And this is not. I mean, I love a bald.
George Jefferson.
Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a bald head, honey. I love a chocolate ball.
Yeah,
I love it. But all that U shape, I don't like that. Now that right there, the lead attorney, he's a YouTube star. That's a nice bald head. Yeah,
now he's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a good bald head.
Honey, now that's a bald head. That's a good bald head. So I mean,
it's shiny. Somebody done polished it up all good.
Yeah, look like you get that shoe shine cloth, and you just squeaky. Yeah. He's definitely doing that. Most definitely. But so I don't know why men just won't prefer to go that route. I really don't know.
Like I said, because everybody don't have the right head.
I really think Tory Lanez, y'all leave in the comments whenever you watch.
Everybody shaped their head when they were born.
Oh gosh, that is a story, y'all. Let me tell y'all a little side story. With my
really, we're gonna tell us right now?
Yes, I have one daughter. She's older now, of course, but oh my God, she came out, and it was so funny because when I was giving birth, I was watching the cone heads on TV, so I'm not sure for y'all younger people. The cone heads is like this really cool. I hated it even back. Did you ever watch the cone heads?
I could not watch the movie. It was too cheesy. I just couldn't do it.
Exactly.
I tried.
So anyone who remembers the cone head watching the replay, put it in the comment section. Yeah, it was terrible. So anyway, so in the hospital, you can only watch what you can watch. So the cone heads were on, and I guess I have such a nice snatch, and it was so firm and tight.
Really? That's how we telling this story? Wow! Oh my God! I can't believe you just said that.
Well, what else could it be, Kay? Anyway,
okay, whatever. When I knock yourself out.
I know, right? When I pinched her out, she came out. It was. I mean, you saw it. You saw she had a little Hershey kiss at the top because that thing was tight. Girl, bad. Anyway, so she had literally a little Hershey kiss at the top. First of all, she wasn't cute. So I was already stressed. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I love her with all of our life, but I'm gonna keep it real. And she was not cute. And
she's beautiful now.
Also, Kay spoiled me because whenever she had babies, she had the most robust, beautiful babies, and then I come up with this gremlin looking thing. So
she was not that.
Yes, she was. I was so embarrassed. I literally wanted to tell everyone, get out the room so I can really, I looked at her, I looked off because I know all of y'all were looking at me like, ew, you played yourself. I was so ashamed.
Not with you. Oh my God.
I was so ashamed. But either way, so my daughter, because of my exquisite snatch, created a Hershey kiss at the top.
You got one more time to talk about your glorious snatch.
I didn't say it was glorious yet. So anyway,
I'm sorry. My bad. Did I jump the gun? Did I move too fast?
I was getting there. Slow down, getting there. Clearly. And so I look at my girl, and this Kate is because I was so embarrassed. I look over, and she's like literally molding her head like it was a pound of yeast or bread or something. You know how you mold it and then you squeeze out. But she was, and I was like, "Yeah, girl, please help
No,
a sister
I
out,
said, I
please."
told you immediately. I was like, don't worry, we can mold her head, we can
I know
shape her
she.
head. And you're like, are you sure? I was
I
like,
was
yes,
stressed,
baby, we can shape her head. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Calm down.
and she worked it out right then. And she knows she caught her right when it was soft,
So
honey.
I saw your face. I was like, oh Lord, she about to freak out.
Honey, I was not feeling her. I love my daughter, but I was not feeling that. I mean, I wanted a little girl, but I didn't want an ugly one. You know what I'm saying? Ugly little boy is okay. Ugly little girls are never.
So that, so that. Okay. Hello, am I here by myself? Does that believe me? Okay, I am in here by myself. Let's see if she returns.
I'm sorry. That's what you call struggle streaming. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Okay,
And I was
with the
talking all that
struggle.
smack.
You might want to tilt the camera down a little bit.
Oh, hold on. My camera is messed up. Man, dang it. I'm sorry. I hate when this happens. Let me see if I can fix it again. Hold on. All right, we good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about the struggle streaming. But yeah, that's what I get for talking all that smack. My bad. So
About your
either way,
glorious snatch.
you say what now?
Your glorious snatch.
Oh yeah. You want me to get to that part? Yes, it is glorious. Thank you. I almost forgot. I got sidetracked with the struggle streaming.
Yeah. That was God talking to you, saying, "Shut the hell up."
I know. That was terrible.
He was like, she mentioned her snatch one more time.
I mean, but keep it real. Okay,
I'm gonna
I
cut
know
her
she's
off.
with a perfect. Don't get mad because your babies can't with a perfect head. I can't help myself. It's so tight. It's like, boop, boop. Listen, I'm single and I'm lonely. Let me have that. Can I have that? Can I have that?
Go ahead, girl. Knock yourself
Thank
out.
you. Dang, can't feel good about yourself. Sheesh.
It's a struggle snatch.
Struggle stream, struggle snatch, struggle love, everything struggle. Shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Let me see what else can I teach these people. Let me see, what else? Okay, so it's called what? A cranial prosthesis, la 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 la. All right, so what I can get into now is so we already talked about 25%.
Go back to that cranial prosthesis. So it's like a prosthetic. Is that what they're calling it now?
I know, girl. No, you want to
Like
zero
a fake
in on
leg,
that? You want
a
to say
fake arm.
prostheses on their head?
They equating that to like a fake arm, fake leg.
I think that's what they're doing.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up my.
Call it vanity. It is what it is. It's vanity. I'm not knocking anybody's vanity. If I didn't have any hair, I would definitely have a wig. Of course, I got wigs, even though I have plenty of hair of my own, and
right.
But I like my versatility.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing is women do like versatility, but the main thing, Kasha, is the men love talking smack about it. Anytime they want to get at us as women or whatever, or put it in our place, that's what they do. They start with that foolishness with your weave. You know what I'm saying?
And most of them not ready for a sister, all natural sister. Sister rocking her natural kinky hair. They're not ready for that.
They're not. They're really not.
They want Becky with the good hair.
Exactly. You're right. You made an excellent point. They always talking about that foolishness. I want a sister with natural hair. But you're right. When we wake up with a big old puffed out
and we come out here looking like a Sada Shakira, they like,
exactly.
Some brothers can appreciate it because when I wear my hair out, I get a lot of compliments on it. And even when I wear my fake froze and stuff like that, I get a lot of compliments on it. But, the average man, that's not what they're looking for.
Right. You are so right. So what do men want then? If they don't want the weave, they don't want the big natural fro and stuff, what do they want then? They just want a white woman? What are you saying? What are they wanting from us?
They want a sister to have Becky hair.
They
like
want an
el
exotic, so
natural,
they
like
don't
it to
want a
just
pure
grow
black
out of their
woman. That's what
scalp.
you're saying.
And they want it to grow out of their scalp, and they
Mm-hmm.
want it to be silky all the time. You know, they don't want to deal with your natural poofy, puffy hair and stuff. They don't want to deal with the cotton. They want Becky hair 24/7. You
Or
figure out how to get
24/7.
it without a weave.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. So some of the reasons. So let's get into why. What are some of the reasons why men lose their hair? So we have reasons like autoimmune diseases where the body thinks that the hair follicles is like an enemy to the body, so to speak. And so it attacks it and it makes the hair fall out. So that's one reason.
Is that kind of like how the body sees a pregnancy?
When you talk about when they have a miscarriage or something?
Well, because basically every birth is a real miracle because the body
Right.
sees the baby as a foreign object and it tries to get rid of it.
Right.
Like, so the body's fighting that pregnancy from the very beginning. And so those that make it, awesome. But yeah, there's more miscarriages than births. But a lot of people don't even realize they've miscarriage.
Yeah.
Miscarried because they didn't even know they was pregnant.
That's very convenient.
So yeah, the body will reject anything that seems foreign. You stupid, that's very convenient. You're so dumb. I can't.
That's very convenient.
Okay, so continue on. I know that was kind of an aside there, but I
you good. Let's see. So, it's an autoimmune thing where the body doesn't recognize the hair follicles and it makes the hair fall out because it attacks the hair follicles. Shock from stress, accident, and illnesses. And a lot that happens, of course, with women too. Like we get stressed out, and one of the main things, our hair is going to fall out. So that happens with men too. I don't know what they have to stress about because they ain't doing nothing. So I'm sorry. And deficiencies. And I always preach to people vitamin D, men and women. Vitamin D, it helps with the immune system. So a lot of times,
biotin work? I've had that question a lot. Does biotin do anything for
hair
and nail growth?
Okay. Biotin, exactly. And then some. So if you don't have enough protein and a vitamin D, iron, medications can make you lose your hair too. Like chemo, of course, can make you lose your hair. Some drug medications like Coumadin, which is a blood thinner, some blood pressure medications, cholesterol medications, antidepressant like Prozac, stuff like that. So a lot of times if you go to the doctor, you just kind of want to do a process of elimination to see what could be the cause of the baldness. But usually, I'm sure that's going to be something for people more in their 20s. You want to get to the root of it because it's not really, it's 25% of the young people, but still. Mm-hmm. So what can you do to slow down the process of losing your hair? So of course you can do medications, laser treatment, and then what we talked about, the hair transplant surgery. And that's the thing that Tory Lanez did. And then man weaves, do the toupees, glue it down, stuff of that nature. Medication.
What do you know about scalp stimulation?
Yeah, so y'all was gonna go into that because with one of the over-the-counter, and listen, okay, don't ask me too many questions. Don't trip me up now. Don't trip me up on my own live. Hell. Anyway, I'm leaving around now. Okay. What the hell is this? I was like, oh, this chick can ask me a lot of questions.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Just joking. So that's a good question to me because that's one of them. So over the counter, a lot of times a good thing to use is ketoconazole shampoo. And what ketoconazole is an over the counter medication. So what I'm going through now are the over-the-counter ways or things you don't need a prescription for from the doctor. You can walk into your local Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, and you can get this medication over the counter. So one of the main ones is ketoconazole, and it's an antifungal medication. It's in the shampoo section. It's trademarked under the name Nizoral shampoo. And what it does is a lot of times when you have dandruff, it causes some inflammation, which can cause hair loss. So a lot of times if you have an issue with dandruff, use some ketoconazole that helps slow it down. Now, the thing you were talking about, Kasha, is minoxidil, which is Rogaine. I'm sorry, that's my dog in the back. It's weird. Rogaine and a derma roller. So that's the so minoxidil, which is Rogaine, which is over the counter. You don't need a prescription for that anymore. It's in the form of a shampoo, a gel, and a foam. So you take a derma roller or a hair stimulator, as you're saying, and you just roll it over your hair, your head. And then when you put in a minoxidil, what it does is open up your pores and help it to seep in and make it more effective. So that was a great point you made. So that's like stimulating the scalp for growth and also opening up the pores for the minoxidil or whatever you're using to get into your hair.
Okay, and so that's be funny. But one of the reasons I asked that question is because I used to sell a vibrating hairbrush. And I had some customers swear by it as far as helping to stimulate hair growth. So that's why I was asking the question. Yeah, they said it was helping them with their thinning places and getting some blood circulation back in, because vibration will bring the blood flow. So they were using that to help get the hair follicles re-stimulated, I guess. I don't know. But I did have several customers that was using the brush as an actual vibrator because they were cheap. But because the brush was
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, but I'm like, girl, buy a bullet.
Convenient. It's convenient. Your hair is already kind of wet, so just go ahead and slick it on back. It's like a remember that movie All About Mary? You ever seen that movie? That's like a white rom-com.
I know, and she had the whole comb in her hair thing. Yeah,
that'd be like so cool. So you like, and then you like.
Well, it's full of protein.
Girl, yes. And if you're deficient in protein and you need a hair stimulation, so contact Kay for the vibrating hairbrush, guys.
No. More importantly, or you can just take your own sperm and put it all over your scalp and see what happens.
Oh, cool. True. Yeah, so we talk about the ketoconazole antifungal as over the counter option. Minoxidil with it's called Rogaine over the counter. And if y'all have any questions or want more details, just contact me. I have my email in the description box, and I can give you more details with the derma roller. And like I said, the derma roller is just like how do you describe a derma roller? It's like you roll it and it's self-explanatory. Also, okay, so that's for the over the counter.
I'm picturing a lint roller.
Is
it that thing that's got little spikes on it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, and it's good for skin too. That one for the skin, I can't remember.
I've seen one for the face, and I've seen one for the head. I have seen one for the head.
I love the one for the face. It really does work. A lot of times you can put it in the refrigerator, and that's supposed to really do something. I don't know, make it cold, and something happens. So.
Okay. Cool beans. Now I will. I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, it was back about why women wear weave.
Oh, okay.
I think overall,
you can talk smack. Go ahead. Okay. Now the next thing is medications, and we have finasteride. To be honest with you, I can't find where I put it. Anyway, finasteride is really good for. It's a prescription. So a lot of times you can go to the doctor and get that. That's prescription wise. You have to go to the doctor. And in the link, I'm gonna leave a website that y'all can go to. And actually, you don't have to even go to the doctor. It's a site just for men, and I believe it's called HIMS, HIMS.com. And you can go there if you want Viagra, literally, if you want Viagra to go at your bald head or anything for men. You do a telehealth, or you just, on your phone, a doctor will see you and they will prescribe you a Viagra. They can prescribe you medications for your hair loss, like all that kind of stuff. And it's just for men. It's a really good website, like seriously. So we'll go into that. So finasteride is another one that men use, or you can get prescription. That's the prescription that you get for your hair loss to slow it down. And it's very, very effective. And the main thing is, if you see the hair, you're losing your hair, don't wait until it's like you have a big old U. Don't wait for that U to come. You know it's coming. Go ahead, slow it down. And it's very, very effective if you can catch it at the beginning, unless y'all some ballers and y'all can get that hair transplant like Tory Lanez or whatever. But for the regular people who can't afford it, just be on top of your health in general. But just be on top of it. You see it's happening. You know it's coming. Okay, and slow it down. You won't have to worry about having to get a hand weave. If you want one, help you knock yourself out. But yeah, so that's a good thing. Let's see.
That's the problem you run into there, right?
You said what now?
I said the problem you're always going to run into with that is just like black men don't like to go to, like, when they start having erectile dysfunction issues, they do not want to go see a doctor about it. They're so embarrassed about it. They just rather lose all dick function and never ever say a word, and then just get mad, walk around mad all the damn time. So
yeah, but the thing is,
always gonna have a problem with that.
But that's the thing. But I love this website, Hims. Men can do it in private, and a lot of things times with men too. They don't want to make any effort, unfortunately, when it comes to their health. But you could be at home. Go to the website and they can get you a doctor right then and there. And I don't have no dog in this fight. I mean, I know deal with the website, right? That's an option. That's a resource. You do it from home. You see a doctor, look on your phone. There's like, yeah, you bald, or yeah, you need, yeah, you limp. Yeah, you can't get it up. They can just see right through the phone. Like, you can't get it up. And then they'll send a prescription to the pharmacy of your choice. So already know the pharmacy of your choice and everything. The pharmacist, I can see a mile away, like, And I ain't gonna lie to you, if they look good and they look like they got, they up on the up and up, I'll run my butt out there. How can I help you, sir? But if they look like they ain't got nothing, they be like, man, no, I sent out one of my technicians. I ain't got no time for you. I ain't got time for no man. Okay, I ain't got that kind of time. Anyway, so they can also quit smoking. If you're a smoker, that can be help. If you stop, that can help revitalize your hair follicles and get you to grow your hair back. Of course, exercise is always amazing. It keeps all the juices flowing. Plenty of water. That's the beginning of life. Keep your body juiced up. Eating right to get your proper nutrients. And make sure it's not your medications that can be causing it. And that's basically that's what you can do. So any questions or anything in details, always leave me a message and I'll be back. Great to respond to you, whatnot. So let's chop it up some more, Kasha. So what are you gonna say about men worrying about freaking weaves when they?
I was just gonna say that it's a professional thing as well, because now it's become more popular for Black women to wear their natural hair now in the workplace, but it was definitely frowned upon if you walk in the door with a big afro or just your natural kink or whatever, and our hair was not considered neat. Or whatever. So, we always had to, that's why we started with the perms and stuff like that to start off with, because, we wanted to be able to work and not be judged by our hair. So,
and I love that.
It's always more acceptable.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's more acceptable to walk around as.
I'm probably cutting you off, and I got ADD, so my bad. You were saying?
Osama bin Laden. I said it's just easier than, it was always easier to go with the pressure of keeping our hair straight than to wear our natural hair. And so we've been killing off our own hair. We have natural, beautiful, strong hair.
Yes.
Beautiful hair, good hair is strong hair.
It
and
is.
we've been weakening our hair with chemicals and whatnot for so long that we're having to, like, I had to rebuild my self-confidence. We had to we're rebuilding ourselves by wearing our natural hair these days.
And I love
And
that.
it is a struggle because our hair don't behave.
It takes a lot of doing. It
And
takes a
money,
lot of
the
using.
hair products are expensive
Yeah.
for natural hair. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It was a
And then you can burn a hole in your pocket buying natural hair products, and then that shit don't work for your hair.
girl. Okay. You know what? You know what's a good business idea? Like for all, like once COVID and everything over, like all of the hair products we don't use and that we like, we can try like do like a trade-off type deal. I mean, because I have so much crap trying to do it, honey. But like, I love that you made that point. It's definitely going to be for a whole topic by itself. But it is not fair that, because okay, for example, like the Muslim people. They can wear their, was it called a
The
jabab?
cover, the hijab.
What's that?
A hijab.
Hijab, yeah. They can wear that. They can, like all other cultures, sometimes the Indians have the red dot, all cultures can do what they want to do with, for their culture. But we have from day one been managed and mismanaged and making us think that what our culture is and our hair and everything is not beautiful. And when you think about it, it's really not fair how the young girls who go with the braids and who's the school system, and that's a part of our culture. In Africa, that's the culture to have our hair braided, to have our hair out full Africa. That's our culture, that's our hair.
That's our crown.
That's our crown. Beautifully put. And who are the majority to tell us what part of our culture and tradition and part of who we are that is not considered neat? That's the same difference as telling someone who wears a jabab.
Hijab.
I'm sorry, I'm not cultured. I'm not saying you can't. And I think at one point they probably kind of tried to do that mess after 9/11, but they did, right?
They tried it, yeah.
Yeah, but they shut it down. So, I mean, as African American people, y'all, we need to step up and we need to make it more into, and even bond with other cultures who, even though no one wants to work together, unfortunately, a lot of the times, we need to make it clear. This is our culture. This is how we do our hair. And this is what it is, period. I mean, in a lot of cultures, you put the coloring in the hair or whatever to signify like maturity in women or however it goes. Like the Indian women, I keep referencing them because, they're very colorful people and they're very into tradition. They wear the hennas up their arm or, just whatever is going on, and it's a part of their culture and no one says anything. So it's just.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that no one says anything because they've definitely had to deal with more than their share of resistance, of acceptance of their culture. Even the women wearing the hijabs on their job, that was definitely a problem. And they've faced their share of racism and culturalism. So I can't knock what they've been through for it, but they were accepted long before we were accepted.
Right. I mean, but yeah, I mean, because we've been here since the beginning too. I mean, but and they like you're right. They do get pushback, but we get pushback to the point where they execute on it. Whereas the people, for example, again, the Indians, they get pushback, but when they stand their ground, it goes away. You don't hear about an Indian person getting fired per se. You don't get to hear about an Indian child or whatever getting kicked out of school. But with us, they tell us, we try to push back and then they make something happen. You got to go. You can't do, what I'm saying? So that's another topic. And we really need to dig into that because that's really not fair. It's not because we don't want, who are they to say we should look like them to be acceptable? If we want to wear, a weave down to
well, they don't say it. They don't hire you.
And when I'm talking about like the school system with the younger kids and stuff where they'll kick them out.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
remember when they cut that boy's locks?
Just to keep playing a basketball
He was
game.
no, he was a wrestler.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they told him he couldn't compete if he didn't cut his hair, and they just chopped his hair off all kind of crazy. They didn't even cut it with any respect. They didn't. It wasn't even in the rule book. It was some last minute crap. Some racist mofo wanted to pull at the last minute,
Right.
and that boy worked too hard not to compete, so he let them cut his hair.
Well, he
cried.
He was in a rock and a hard place because he would not only let himself down, but he would let the team down. So they put the pressure on him where you have the whole team looking at you and you like, dang, do I stand up for myself or I just, try to do this because we all work together as a team, and he knew that. It's a shame, it's a disgrace, but Black men, we are definitely not.
And his coach ain't shit. I'm gonna say that too. Coach ain't shit because his coach ain't shit because his coach should have stood up for him too with that last minute bullshit.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, who was the coach? I mean, they all thinking, and the coach was probably already thinking, what's up with that? It's just overall lack of respect for the hair, and we're making light and everything about it, whatever. But we should all just, respect our boundaries. So starting with Black men, leave alone because the secret is out. Y'all are going to get your weaves, okay? Bottom line, period. You see how he twisted that finger real nice, getting that weave right? I don't want to hear it no more. Don't talk about our weave no more. Don't do that. We not just look how pretty he is now. Okay, look at no, that's beforehand. Let me find a picture afterwards.
Because they know we can't tell if they got one till that shit start to lift.
Are you serious?
I saw a chick last weekend at the birthday party I went to. And her wig was just not sitting right here, and I was like, oh, somebody need to tell her. I don't know her well enough, but I'll tell her. No, I'll tell her. Everybody, no, don't say nothing. I was like, somebody need to get her because that wig ain't sticking right there. I don't know if anybody said anything to her or not. I don't think they did.
It was lifted or something?
Yeah, it had lifted.
Okay.
And I'm like, she don't have any friends here. Somebody needs to pull her to the side and with some got to be glue and tack her down real good. But if I see a dude,
and she had people with her?
This was a family event.
Oh wow.
But that's how I know her, but I don't know her. So I would have told her, but they didn't want me to tell her. So I'll tell her. I don't know. I have to ask if someone told her about her hair sticking out like that because it wasn't cute. I saw it immediately. And I wasn't even looking at her hard. Like, oh no, somebody get her. I said, ain't nobody gonna tell her about a wig. Ain't nobody gonna tell her. Y'all gonna act like everybody just gonna act like I don't see that, right? Okay then.
Well, any other inputs or anything? So, like I was saying, man weaver are cool, and I totally support it. You support it? You good?
I support the man weave. I say knock yourself out and do what works for you. Make yourself look good. Feel good when you walk out your door.
Okay,
but avoid the rain.
But I'll weaves anymore because the secret.
I hope that shit waterproof.
You say, oh yeah. So y'all make sure put in the comments now. Like, so for real though, put in the comments for all y'all guys who wear the man weave or know someone who does, and how does it go when and women, have y'all had any experiences of being intimate with a dude or something, and it just kind of comes off,
Yeah, girl, if somebody come back and say, yes, I'm going to need the deets. I need all the deets. I need to know.
Right. And I guess for the next show, we will discuss the cleanliness. There's a lot of foolishness going around with all these stars like Coco, Ice-T wife, and Mila Kunis, and I don't know, all these people that's talking about how they only clean when until you can see the dirt or when they feel icky, Okay. So we're gonna go through the breakdown of why it's important that we keep ourselves clean, and maybe that explains why when the pandemic first started, why there was no tissue. Because didn't someone say they don't use tissue? They don't wipe them. Oh, they don't wash themselves.
We'll discuss.
Huh?
You don't want to start that discussion right now.
No. I'm saying for the next show.
Right.
Who don't want to clean, so we're going to go through the breakdown of that and things you can do to keep yourself clean. Okay. And so y'all guys, keep your man weaves up.
And if anyone got to be glue handy.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah. That's another thing for all y'all guys with the man weave. Keep a little bottle of glue with y'all, just in case you need in a rat tail.
You might need a touch up, right? You might need a touch up on the fly, and you don't want to be short.
Right. So if you have a little emergency, pat down or something to get that glue right. If
you're a good Boy Scout, be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. Yeah. So have y'all little in y'all little toolbox that y'all carry. What do you mean, a man person, whatever y'all have little glue, and you get the little short bottle of glue, and it's only 99 cents. Get a rat tail comb, keep it together, and so no one ever know. It'll be our little secret that y'all wear a weave, okay? And don't talk smack about our weave anymore. Anyway. This is your favorite pharmacist. Like I said, if y'all have any thoughts or ideas or any questions, reach out to me, anything pharmacy, and I will legit answer you. It'll be a really good answer. I promise. Anyway, okay, I appreciate you joining me tonight, being patient with me, because I know it was a rocky road at the beginning, so I do appreciate you so much.
No problem, darling.
And I'll reach out. Check y'all out later. Y'all have a great night. Take care, and I appreciate y'all watching on the replay. Bye.
All right. So just
peace.
Peace.